Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing all the star signs. So check out your sun, moon, and rising, and Venus, and Mars, and all the other ones. And I'm going to be using the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck and the Bone Runes. So this is going to be a reading for September 2022 for whatever you need to keep in mind for this coming month. So I will put the timestamps in the description and I will see you there. Bye! Hello, Taurus. So Taurus, we're going to start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Tarot. The Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck. Play with me. Okay, Taurus, do not forget to play. It's a bit bright today. Do not forget to play. Play is incredibly important. And the me that it refers to, as well as just generally playing, is that nurturing side that Kuan Yin represents, which is the compassion and the playfulness, because that's very much a part of who she is. So don't forget to play this month, Taurus. So let's get some runes out and see what we can add with that. Look at the yak. Yes. Okay. Opening up. Okay. Reminds me of Carolyn Casey, Woof Woof Wanna Play. It's a way to bring trickster energy in and get around the stagnation, which is very important to do. So, central issue this month for you, Taurus, is going to be Ingvaz. Ingvaz is the rune of Ing, otherwise known as Frey. Frey is the fertility god. This has to do with active creation. So you're going to basically be working with what you have. You're going to be creatively shaping things into what you need it to be. And there's no reason you can't do that playfully, as the card would indicate. Playfully and with compassion. Leading up to this, things have been opening up. You've been actually opening up lately. Maybe you were sort of constrained a little bit before, and now in the recent past you've been opening out and expanding. We have Kaunaz, which is the rune of the torch, otherwise the fire, something that starts small as an ember and goes into a blaze. So you've actually been expanding for the past little while, and now you're in a situation where you feel creative enough and good enough that you can actually create and play. What is going to help you is embrace this challenge to do this. Maybe this is a new step for you because you've been leading up until this point. We have Thurisaz, it's the rune of the challenge. It's upright, so the door is open. It's not like you're being blocked from it. It's just going to be a psychological step to step through that door and enjoy the new challenges, which is going to involve creativity and play. So take that step, move through that, cross that threshold. What isn't going to help is you're a little bit worried about beginning something new, because I think what led up to this point, you've been sort of, as I said, you were coming from a tighter place. So it wasn't as easy for you to say, okay, I'm okay with letting myself play now. But now you are. So you're still a little bit sort of edgy about taking that step, but just do it, just like do it. What's the worst that can happen? And okay, well, don't answer that. But what this is, so just bring yourself back up to, it's like, this is the threshold I am going to cross so that I can play and so that I can express and create and be joyful. And what this is going to lead you to is, we have Raido reversed. Raido is the rune of the journey rune. I'm going to read this a couple ways. It is reversed on the path line, so it is the drawing to a close of a chapter that you did have. Maybe this is basically the chapter that you are leaving. This is like the denouement of it, where you're actually starting to create and play again. But also I'm seeing an inward journey beginning, sort of turning your journey inward, where you're accessing things within that you're going to journey forward with. So that, Taurus, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. So many things. Hello, Virgo. So Virgo, let's start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. And what we have here is be led by the path before you. That's a really good one. Sometimes when we have a plan and a path and we don't know how to get there, like we don't know, like we know where we want to go and we know what we want to do, but we're not sure how we're going to get there, what the steps are. But the thing is, you're taking the steps. So you're letting the path itself show you the way. So every step is going to take you closer, and you're just basically going to do the next step, and then you'll see the next step. You may not see, it's like Dr. O had this amazing quote about that. It's like driving at night and you can only see what little is illuminated by your headlights, but you can make the whole journey that way. And that's basically what we're doing. It's like, so be led by the path before you is what the Kuan Yin Oracle is saying. So let's see, Virgo, what the runes have to add. Yes, definitely follow your joy. Very important. So you've actually you've tapped into your source energy recently, like really very strongly, to the point where you are ready to take these steps. We have Sovila, which is the rune of the sun. This has to do with source energy, illumination as well, but also basically just tapping into your source energy. So you have the energy for the trip. And right now you are you're not pursuing your joy, but you're letting your joy lead you. And that's the path. So as long as you just keep taking those steps, based on following your joy, this is going to lead you right. You're going to be basically led and guided by the path before you. Vunyo, joy rune. So what is going to help you at this point is we have Yira. Yira is the rune of the harvest. It's also the rune of time. So again, I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, as you do follow your joy, and as you do follow, the next step, you are going to be seeing the fruits of your labors. Like you're going to be rewarded almost every step of the way. So you're going to have proof that you're going the right way because you're going to see it. You're going to see the rewards coming in. You're going to be seeing your harvest coming in with every step. So it's basically, yes, for sure, this is the right way. The other way I'm going to read this is in its aspect of time, because a yira is literally year, and it means it's basically a period of time. So it's like you feel yourself in the middle of this season of time that you're moving through at this point in time. You're like in the center and moving forward with that. Mostly though, what I do see this as is every step you take, you're going to get rewards from that. You're going to be given proof that you're on the right path as you follow it, as you let it lead you. What isn't going to help is you're a little bit worried about unpleasant emotions. We have Lagus reversed. Lagus is the rune of the lake. It has to do with emotion, intuition, and heart. Reversed in the lower line, I'm seeing this as either you're a bit worried about sort of unpleasant emotions, or you're actually worried about, if you're... Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable if you don't know where you're going, and it's sort of, those emotions can drag you down. You might get dragged down by that. So it's sort of, maybe even you're worried about accessing, can you even trust following your joy, because it's unprecedented. You don't have a map. It's like you're just sort of on faith doing this, and it's worrying you. If that starts to feel like it's dragging you down, bring yourself right back up to the point where, well, if it's the wrong path, I wouldn't be getting nourishment from it. I wouldn't be getting rewards from it. So it is the right path. And your next step, basically, by the end of September, is you are still going to be embracing this challenge. And it's a never-ending challenge. It's like we have Thurizaz reversed. Thurizaz is the challenge rune. It's reversed, so it's like an almost feeling impossible challenge, but it's a continuous challenge. It's your continuous challenge that is yours, that you're going to follow, and you're going to keep following, because even though it feels like a tumble, you keep getting rewards for it. So it's really, really good. So be led by the path before you. That, Virgo, is your reading for September 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Capricorn. So Capricorn, let's see what we have for you from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. We have her joy overcomes gravity. Okay, so here's the thing. As you probably know, when you are in a state of joy, things like open up for you. Things just, it's like it defies all the physical laws. Like magic happens. And the recommendation from the Oracle is, even if it's just little things, make sure that you're doing things every day that bring you joy, because that is going to make a difference. And the more joy you give yourself, the more you raise yourself into that, the more more impossible things are going to be absolutely possible and just basically happening and landing in your lap. So let's get some runes down from the bone runes. There we go. Tap into your source energy, and that's how you're going to do it. So you're already strong. You're already strong, and that's fantastic. Let me just finish putting these down. Okay, beautiful. So September. Central issue, we have Sovilo. Sovilo is the rune of the sun. The sun is all about tapping into source energy. So you are basically going to be, by pursuing things that bring you joy, tapping into your source energy, what nourishes you no matter what. Leading up to this, we have Uruz. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health. You are already strong inherently. So this is something that, you know, you've gotten to the point where, okay, I'm already strong. What is that extra little push that's going to let things start to happen? And that is tapping into your source energy, basically doing the things that bring you energy, nourishment, and joy. What is going to help you is you actually are very supported, and doing these things is going to make you feel even more supported, and that's going to sort of feed each other. So we have Algies, which is the rune of the elk. It also has to, it's the moose, basically. It has to do with protection and support. And this feeling of being supported is going to help carry you over while you are tapping into your source energy, and just these feelings of support are going to basically move you forward on that. What isn't going to help is, it's especially nowadays, it feels like everything's impossible. We have Thurisaz reversed in the lower line, and this is what isn't helping you. It's just this sense of, and it's ingrained, like it's just every day you're bombarded by, this is not possible, things are bad, things are terrible, and you'll never be happy, and things are awful. And if you start to let yourself believe it, then it gets harder to do this. But believe in this, because this is actually what is the truth. The more you're doing things to keep your, it's basically like, you know, make sure that your own oxygen mask is in place before attempting to assist another. As long as you are keeping yourself nourished and tending to your joy needs, basically giving yourself the nourishment you need, you're going to feel supported in the universe. And this is what's going to carry you forward while you tap into your source energy and do the little things that give you joy. And what this is going to lead you to is a deep inner joy. We have Vunyo reversed. Vunyo is the rune of joy. So it's reversed on the path line. I'm going to see this first and foremost as this is going to help you build like a foundation of joy as you move into the world, where the world is maybe not very joyful, and your joy can help that. So it's just basically you're building joy on joy on joy on joy, and feeding it with what nourishes you, your source energy, and just feeling supported in the world. And you will be able to move out into the misery and carry that with you. You'll have that deep inside. Nothing can change it. Nothing can stop it. So that, Capricorn, is your reading for September 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aquarius. So, Aquarius, we are going to start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. And what card do we have? We have the Princess of Purity leaps across. So, it's very bright today. So, I'm going to put this down here while I talk about it. So, Princess of Purity leaps across. You may feel like things are a little bit impossible, but it's because you're so weighed down by things. And that's going to make it very hard to cross these barriers and cross these difficulties that you're facing. Let go of the things that are not helping you. Let go of the things that are not serving you, and that's what's going to help unclutter you and clear you and make you feel a little more pure towards like yourself. Let yourself flow through more purely, and then you'll be able to get across these challenges, these boundaries, these difficulties. So I'm going to put that there and let it be reflected on, because these are very glossy cards. And let's get some runes up and see what they have to add. Okay, yes. You feel a little bit stuck at the moment, Aquarius, like you're on the border of a thing you need to cross and you're having trouble doing that. Recently, so we have Isa. Isa is the rune of ice. Ice and standstill, and this is where you feel like right now. Right now you're in a situation of like you feel a bit stuck. What's going to get you across? What's going to get you across is, I'll get to that. So leading up to that, we have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox, and this has to do with strength and health, also stubbornness. So I'm trying to see if that applies in this particular case. We have Uruz reversed on the path lines. So recently, maybe you weren't feeling as strong as you would like to. Maybe you weren't feeling as healthy as you would like to. And maybe it was just because you feel like you're stuck, but you feel like you've been pushing and pushing in the way that a wild ox will, but unfortunately you can't get across with as laden down as you are. So, right, what are you going to do? You're feeling stuck. So what is going to help is focus, and also minimize. We have Kaunas reversed. Kaunas is the rune of the torch, also the fire. So it's something that starts small as an ember and goes into a blaze. It is reversed, but it's on the helping line. So my first read on Kaunas reversed, especially in the helping line, is focus. It's a honing of focus. You know what you need to do. You know that you need to get across this barrier or this issue that you need to get past. So you're going to hone your focus on that. But it's also about minimization, basically. And what I was saying is, like, let go of the things that don't serve you, declutter, get rid of the stuff that's weighing you down, and then you'll be able to cross. So it's just basically minimizing, letting go of the things that you've been carrying with you. That's going to help you get over the stuckness. What isn't going to help is you will always find one more thing to worry about. Aquarius, we have Nauthiz. Nauthiz is the rune of need. It's the need fire. It's like making a fire. And so you're not only are you able to always find one more thing to worry about, but you're worried about that. Like, even if you can't find one, you just trust that you will be able to find one more thing to worry about to add to this pack that's weighing you down so you can't cross. So if that starts to be the case, just say, okay, just for this particular crossing, maybe I'll pick these up when I get to the other side again. But right now, I just need to let go of a lot of things so that I can, just don't worry about them when I'm doing this crossing thing. I just trust that they will still be there if I need to still worry about them on the other side. So, Aquarius. So yeah, just hone your focus and just let the other things fall aside for a while so that you can get over. And once you get there, you're still going to be a bit uncluttered, and you'll be able to go, hey, wait a minute, I feel better than I did before, and maybe I don't need to pick some of that stuff back up. Maybe I can just leave that there. And that's the joy of it. So you'll be able to tap in more easily to your source energy. We have Sovila, which is the sun. This has to do with source energy, the things that always nourish you, the things that you can do that always give you energy, that always energize you. And you'll be better able to access that once you've let go of the things that don't serve you and the things that are weighing you down. So that's where you're going to be at by the end of September, Aquarius. So that is your reading for September 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Gemini. Let's straighten my leaves. Hello, Gemini. I don't know, just the leaves. The leaves have been ornery today, unfortunately. We love them, but they're ornery today. So let's see what your card is from the Wild Kuan Yin Tarot. I keep saying tarot. It's not a tarot deck. It's an oracle deck. Her hand gentles the war. Okay, who's her? This is Kuan Yin. It's the Wild Kuan Yin deck. This is compassion, playfulness, kindness, and so we're going to look for, maybe you're dealing, Gemini, right now with something. It could even be yourself, because that's something that I know you have to deal with. The two sides of yourself sometimes are at war. So whether it's yourself that you're breaking up in a fight against yourself, or whether this is a conflict that's going on with you in your life right now, it is going to be gentled and smoothed over by at least your part of it taking a stand of gentleness, compassion, playfulness, and we're just going to basically smooth that out. It's going to basically make things a little bit better for everybody. So that's what your focus is going to be this month. Let's get some runes down. Okay, yeah, because it's really making you and everybody upset. And it's out of your control. I mean, that's the thing, is for the most part it feels like it's out of your control. And it's brought great chaos to your life. So your central issue here is Vunyo reversed. Vunyo is the rune of joy. It is reversed in the central issue. So one, you're dealing with a situation where things are relatively discontent, a bit miserable, not happy. And on the other hand, you want to tap into your deep inner joy. You know what you need to be happy, and this isn't it. So leading up to this, we've had a period of chaos and storm. We have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. It is the uncontrolled uncontrollables, things out of your control, but things that are potentially destructive, which is clearly this that's going on. So you're not happy, you want to do something about it. Number one, what's going to help you is we have Dagaz, which is the rune of the breaking of the day. I see that in connection with this as the breaking through of the light. So this is something that's going to bring illumination to the situation, as well as the light of compassion, the light of kindness, the light of playfulness, to make this better, to make this not as bad as it was. What's going to not help you in this month is we have Thurizaz. Thurizaz is the rune of the challenge. It's the thorn, the giant, the gateway. It's upright. It's on the lower line, but it's upright. So it's not even that it's an impossible challenge, but you just feel like, you don't even want to, you feel like you don't even want to try anymore. You like just, it's there, the door's open, you know what you need to do to fix it, but it's just, it's just one more thing, and it's just such a hassle. And you feel like, but the thing is, that the more you don't do this, the longer it's going to go on. So this could drag you down, and it's just going to be a delay, and you'll just beat yourself up about it more, and it'll just make things worse. So the best thing to do, suggests the runes, is just to let that light flow in, the light of illumination, the light of letting the truth come out, and also compassion, kindness, playfulness. Let that come in and start to smooth out this conflict. And what this is going to lead you to is, interestingly, this is Berkana. It's the rune of beginnings and birth, but it's reversed on the path line. So one of the reads I'm going to give this is, this has to do with, by doing this, you will have begun the birthing of something within yourself that you are now organically growing, and something that is like, okay, this is some new part of me that I am now starting to develop. That's exciting. It's also, this is still in this storm is still in the beginning phase, and by stepping in with the illumination, you were able to put an end to that beginning, and things don't get worse because of what you do. So that's good. So by the end of September, you seem to have been be on top of this war that you have sort of stopped. So that, Gemini, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Libra. So Libra, let's start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. What do we have? Blessing to begin. Okay. If you were waiting for a sign that now is the time to begin, here it is. You have it. Here's your blessing to begin. It's like you were waiting. It's like, I'm going to start this thing, but I need a sign. Here's your sign, Libra. Your sign is to go. You're ready to go. It's good. You can start. You're okay to start. I'll go. Yes, movement forward. Very, very good. You've been very, very patient about this leading up until this point. You've been really, really, really patient about it, and now is the time. So, runes. Your central issue here this month for September, Libra, is we have Avaz. Avaz is the horse rune. The horse has to do with movement and spirit. So yeah, moving forward. It is now the time to gallop. Just like move forward, follow the spirit, let's go. Leading up to this, we have Ivaz. Ivaz is the rune of the yew tree, and it has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development. So you've actually been waiting on this for a while. It's been, step by step. You know it's coming, but you've been just waiting. You've been very, very patient. Now is the go time. Now is go time. Blessing to begin. Off we go. Run, gallop. What is going to help you is, it feels like you've got this surge of urgency, like this is an emergency now. Now it's time to do it, and we got to do it right now. We have Nauthiz reversed. So Nauthiz is the rune of need. It's always tend to your needs, but when it's reversed, it's like drop everything and tend your needs. So it's go time, drop everything, do it. So that's what's going to help you, is just embracing that. What isn't going to help you is we have Sovilo. Sovilo is the rune of the sun. You're a little bit worried about energy levels. Okay, so you're kind of worried about energy levels. We have, the sun has to do with source energy. You're a bit worried that you won't have the energy to do it. You're a bit worried that you might quickly burn out from it. And you're also worried about the heat of it. Like this is a hot thing. It's very intense, the intensity of it. But you got to do it. You got to do it. You waited. It's time. Move forward. Keep just like gallop. It's time. Go, go, go. And just like treat it as the emergency that it feels like. It's like now, do it. And what this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is we have Gebo. So Gebo is the rune of the gift. It has to do with an exchange, but it's agreements, decisions, and goals. And I see that you by the end of the month will be able to mark this off as a goal that has been completed. We have it's just like X marks the spot. Like you will have done it. So it's like by the end of the month, it's like, okay, done. Scratch that off. We did it. That's our agreement. We satisfied it. So that's exciting, Libra. I wish you a happy September, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care until next time. Bye. Hello, Aries. So Aries, let's start with a card from the Wild Kuan Oracle. Let's see what that has to say. Grandmother ensures safe crossing. Okay, so this thing that you're planning, this thing that you have in mind to do, and you're a bit worried about it, whatever this is that you have been thinking about and that you're wanting to do, and you really want to get it done, and you have this in your mind to do, but you're worried about this thing. Don't worry about this one thing, because this is something that has been, this is something, I'm not going to say destined, but it's something that it's like the card is saying, like, your ancestors are behind you on this. They're going to help you. Your support staff is going to help you. Your higher self is going to help you. The universe is going to help you on this. This is something that you are basically ensured that you have, if you had this plan, you're a bit worried about it. This is something that is in your blueprint. Like, this is something that is, yeah, it's good. It's good to go. You're ready to go, and you basically are ensured safe crossing on this. So let's see what the runes have to say and have to add about this. Okay, inner strength. Letting go of stubbornness. Time to begin. Blank rune. The blank rune in this set looks like a tooth. Okay. So, central issue is Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health. Normally it is reversed. So right now, you are sort of like building up your inner strength for this. You're sort of building up your inner resolve and your inner strength and your inner health to take this step. It's also letting go of stubbornness. Like, you've sort of been digging in, but now it's like, okay, I'm going to release. I'm going to take this step. Leading up to this is something you've been wanting to begin, and you actually have already begun it, but you're a few steps in and you're a bit worried. We have Berkana, which is the rune of beginnings and birth. So it's not only just a beginning, but it's something that's going to be a new you. As you go through it, you're developing a new self. But yeah, right now you're in a state of liftoff. You've taken a few steps. You've basically said, all right, you know what? I've committed now. So I'm picking up my feet and I'm moving forward, and I'm going to do this thing, and I'm relying on my inner strength. And also, you are supported by basically the universe in this. So saith this. What is going to help you is stay open to that. Stay open to what you consider the divine. Be open to, the help from the universe, from your higher self, from ancestors, from, whatever you consider the divine. That's going to help you. And as long as you're just open to it and stay open to that, that's what's going to help you the most. What isn't going to help is feelings of unworthiness. We have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's reversed on the lower line, so you're a bit worried that you're not worthy of this that you have set out to do. This plan, this new beginning, this thing that you want to do. But you're absolutely worthy of it. Just let yourself be led and carried by, well, obviously your own inner strength. I mean, you're the one who's taking the steps. This is your plan. However, let good fortune happen. Like let the help and assistance and support happen, because it's there for you and it's going to carry you. And then after that, once you've committed, made your start, basically taking your more steps, it's basically step by step after that. We have Ivaz. By the end of the month, you're going to be just doing your step by step, consistent step by step forward. As Blum says, results may not be immediate, but they are certain. You are moving forward in this new thing that you are doing, which is pretty much guaranteed to be safe and will help carry you forward as you move forward into it. So this is a really good thing. I wish you a lovely September. That's your reading for September, Aries. So I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Leo. So Leo, we're going to start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. So let's get that down. Sacred Falcon shows the way. Okay, Leo. What this is saying is, if you feel a little bit unsure moving forward, trust your instinct. Basically, take a moment, take a deep breath, and just basically ask yourself, what would my inner falcon do? It's basically, you're looking inward and letting your instinct lead you in this particular case, especially where you feel like you've lost the path. What would your instinct do at this point? So this is going to be a month in September, Leo, for you to just basically trust your instinct and let that lead you. Let's see what the runes have to offer in clarification and message. Yeah, so you feel like you haven't been moving forward. You feel like you're not as supported as you want to be, and you're feeling a bit hesitant and stuck at the moment. But we're going to work our way through that. So it's September. In September, your central issue is we have Avaz reversed. Avaz is the horse rune, and the horse has to do with movement and spirit. It's reversed. It's upside down in the path line. So what we're dealing with is you're feeling like you're kicking your hooves in the air and you're not moving forward at all. You're feeling a bit stuck, and you're actually feeling a bit worried. You're a bit spooked. You're a bit unsure of what your next steps are going to be, and you don't feel like you can gallop like you normally like to, because you're not sure of the path. So what is leading up to this is you felt like you've been going it alone for a while. You feel a bit unsupported. I mean, you can stand up for yourself. You're totally fine standing up for yourself. You're totally fine, making decisions for yourself and protecting yourself and supporting yourself. But, that can wear after a time. And it's gotten to the point where you've been doing that, but now you're in a situation where it's like, what's my next step? So you're feeling a bit stuck. What is going to help you is we have Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's cattle. So the cattle is a wealth that you tend. So it's not just money you put in a sock. It's something that you take care of. And if you take care of it, it will serve you and it will keep your life rich and give you worth. In this case, I'm seeing this as your instinct. One of the things that give you wealth and worth is your instinct, and you are very rich in that. So if you turn to that or other things that you tend that give your life richness and worth, that's what's going to help carry you over this feeling of being stuck. What isn't going to help is you are worried about stepping out of comfort zone, because that's what stuck you. Like you were galloping along and then, totally fine. And now it's like, your horse is shying. Your spirit horse is shying. It's like, I'm not ready to go out of my comfort zone because I don't see a path here. So bring yourself back up to what elements of your life you tend that keep you feeling rich and worthy. That's what you're going to turn to, and your instinct to help lead you forward out of this moment where you feel stuck. And what this is going to lead you to is we have Uruz. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health. Also stubbornness, but we're not going to really touch on that with this particular read. You're going to feel a lot stronger. You're going to feel a lot more like you're on solid ground. Your instinct will lead you to where you will feel more on solid ground. So that, Leo, is your reading for September 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Messed up all the fur. Let's get that over here. Hello, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius, so let's start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Holy Sisters. Okay, Holy Sisters! So while this could have to do with actual sisters, what this mostly has to do with is your spirit family group. Like the people, even if they're not actually your siblings, feel like your siblings in the world. And it's sort of like a holy bond that doesn't have to do with blood. It's basically, so you're going to basically be connecting with people, your people. You're going to be connecting with your people this month. It may be just based on email, or it may be you actually are getting together. You may be speaking, you may be writing, but it's something that you're going to be doing. You're going to be connecting this month in a way that reminds you and also reinforces your bonds with you and your holy connections who are not family but may as well be, and sometimes feel like more family than family because it's sort of your spirit family. So that's exciting. So what do the runes have to add, Sagittarius, to this? Okay, ooh, neat. Neat! I hadn't expected that to go down there. That's how we know it works. Yes, yes. Okay. So your central issue is really to just be, you're feeling, okay, I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, you're feeling a bit blank in things. You feel like depleted, maybe a bit lost. Things are a bit foggy. You feel like you haven't been moving forward for a while. We have Ava's leading up, so that's the horse rune. It's movement in spirit, it's reversed. So maybe you've been connecting a lot in the spirit levels of things, but not outwardly. You haven't been doing a lot of outward movement lately. What this is, your central issue is blank rune. So it's being open. Right now you're open to what's coming to you, and also you're feeling like right now you could definitely do with something new that because you can't actually see any. Right now you're sort of in a mist. But you're open. What is going to help you this month is step out of your comfort zone. We have Othala reversed. Othala is the rune in the home of the home and the homeland. It's reversed, but it's on the helping line. Definitely step out of your comfort zone. Also let go of things that no longer serve you. That's always a help to go forward less cluttered. But mostly what I'm seeing this as is in these connections with your soul family. Let go, and also let go of what no longer serves you, but also step out of your comfort zone, because that's what's going to help you this month. That's you're looking for something, but if you're in the same place, breathing the same air and thinking the same rut of thoughts, then you're not going to get anything new. So step out of your comfort zone. That's how you're going to start filling in this blank. What isn't going to help is you're worried about strength and health. You're worried that you're not strong enough or healthy enough. You're also worried about letting go of your stubbornness, because maybe what's been keeping you here is just basically this stubbornness of, no, I have to do this thing. I have to keep doing this thing. and even if that means I'm not having fun, then I have to keep doing it. So you're a bit worried about letting go of that stubbornness as well, but you're also worried about strength. You're worried about health. Don't worry about it. Bring yourself back up. It is time. Let go of the things that aren't serving you right now, and step out of your comfort zone, and it'll all be good. And what this means is, by the end of the month, you will have tended an inner need that maybe you didn't know you had. You'll be tending duties to yourself that you maybe didn't realize had been neglected. We have Tivaz reversed. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr's the warrior god. He has to do with duties and responsibilities. It's reversed, so it has to do with inner duties and responsibilities. And by doing this and stepping out of your comfort zone and connecting with your soul family, your spirit family, your family that is more than family on this temporal plane, you are going to be tending a very important need and responsibility of your own internally, and that's a very good thing. So that, Sagittarius, is your reading for September 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces. So Pisces, let's start with a card from the Wild Kuan Oracle. Tender trust, beloved body. Okay, you need to hear this. You need to hear that you are beautiful, and that honoring your body is a good thing. Maybe you don't like your body. Maybe you think you're not beautiful, but you are. You and your body are together for life. You need to take care of your body and honor it, even if you don't currently think that you like the way that it looks, but you need to work together. So honor your body. You are beautiful. I'm telling you. And the card's telling you, you're beautiful. So trust, build this trust with your body, and have that relationship, because this is what you're here. This is your partner in this life, is your body. So let's get some runes down, Pisces, and see what that has to add and why this has come up, because maybe there's a good reason this has come up right now. Well, always there is. Okay, so we have blank rune in the central issue again. That's interesting because we just had that one in a central issue. The very literal last reading that I did. Okay, nice. Your central issue is the blank rune. So you're open right now. But you're sort of also in a sort of a blank state. You're sort of like a blank slate state. You're in a bit of a fog. You're sort of like a blank page. Why? You just had a bit of an emergency. Maybe this had to do with health. Maybe this had to do with your body. But you had to drop everything and tend this emergency. So this is now these reversed. Now these is the rune of need. It always has to do with tend your needs. When it's reversed, it has to do with drop everything and tend your needs. So I think you just recently had either a scare or an emergency, and given the card, I would say this had to do with health. Maybe it wasn't your health. Maybe it was the health of somebody close to you. But you are thinking about that. And right now you're sort of thinking about, okay, you've got a blank page between you and this body. What are you going to do? Hello, like you need an icebreaker. Have a little mixer with your body. To start to get to know it better, so that this sort of thing won't happen again, or won't happen. If this was somebody that you knew, and then you were suddenly like, man, I should get to have a better relationship with my body. Yeah, so here we are, meeting for the first time, perhaps. What is going to help you is we have Tivaz. Tivaz is the rune of Tyr. Tyr's the warrior god, and unlike what you'd think from the name of what I'm telling you, he actually mostly had to do with duties and responsibilities. So right now you want to pick up your sword and just like make this your duty, make this your quest. This is something that's very important, obviously, because we've just had an emergency about it. So pick up your sword, make this your quest, and tend the duties and responsibilities that you have with this to make this work. What isn't going to help is we have Vunyo. Vunyo is the rune of joy. I was going to say happiness. It's the same. Well, it kind of isn't. It's like a deeper version of happiness. But you're worried about happiness. So maybe, like, for example, you really, really, really love ice cream. And then you found out something... You're worried that you found out something about your body that you can't have ice cream anymore, and you're worried that you won't be happy anymore. There's always a way. There's always something that you can do that will, you'll still be happy. That you will still definitely be happy. Even if there's some sort of compromise you need to make in this relationship, in this partnership with your body, that takes something that you sort of, were happy and you're worried that you won't be happy again, you will be. The most important thing now is make this your quest. Make it a quest. Like Carolyn Casey says, the trauma in your life, if you think of it as my beautiful, dangerous assignment, it reframes it and it makes it more exciting and also something more palatable. So anyway, but basically, if you're worried about happiness, well, tell yourself, this is why I'm doing this. My happiness is why I am on this quest, in order to avoid more emergencies like this. So this is important. So what this is going to lead you to by the end of the month, you will be building a new sanctuary, a new home. Like this could just relate to the body even. We have Othala, which is the rune of the home and the homeland. You're basically constructing a new comfort zone, and you're building that with your body this time. Maybe you hadn't before. Maybe your sanctuary and your home and your sort of home state, not state like Ohio, but your home situation didn't include the honoring of your body, and now it has to. But by the end of the month, you will have built this. You will start to build this and start to make this a comfort zone. So that, Pisces, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Cancer people. So Let's start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, and we have Desert Harvest. Okay, for you in September, the impossible is possible. Somehow, just have faith that the impossible is going to be possible, because you'll be surprised. It's going to surprise you. Something you didn't think was possible is going to show itself as being very possible and will happen. That's exciting. So, what do the runes say to add to that? Okay, so we have Isa again. We had Isa earlier. Oh, and now these reversed. I am like mixing these and reaching deep, and then we get like similar. But that's okay. That's awesome. That's how it works. Doopy-doo. Cancer people. So, your central issue is we have Isa. Isa's the rune of ice. It's the rune of standstill, stillness, things not moving, things feeling stuck, things feeling frozen. So it's like things feel like they're not moving forward, and you've just recently had something that has basically been an emergency. We have Nauthi's reversed. Nauthi's is the rune of need. It always has to do with tending your needs, but when it's reversed, it has to do with it's an emergency. Drop everything. You've had to drop everything, and now you're in a state where you're in a state of being where things feel frozen, things feel stuck, things are not moving forward, and you feel like that. But the Desert Harvest card says what you thought was impossible is going to surprise you. It's going to happen. Something is going to come up that you didn't think could come up. What is going to help you is we have Vunyo reversed. So first of all, I'm going to read this as, so Vunyo is the joy rune. It is in the upper line, which is good. So this is what's helping you. It's reversed. So first of all, what's going to help you is reach deep and find your deep inner joy. Find what brings you joy in a deep inner way that you don't need, that doesn't need to come from outside. Like it's something that you can find joy this way no matter where you are or what you have with you. The other thing this is what's going to help you is acknowledging where you are feeling unhappy. Because sometimes you can just be in denial and just say, everything's fine, but it's not. So acknowledging that you're unhappy in this state of standstill is part of it. What isn't going to help is you're worried about feelings of worth. You're feeling like you're sort of doubting your worth. We have Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It is cattle, so it's the wealth that you tend. But it's basically, there may even be money worries at this point. Like it may be a financial thing for some. But mostly I'm sort of reading this as, maybe if I'm stuck, then I'm not worthy of moving forward, and that's not true. But you do need to be honest with yourself, and you do need to acknowledge, if you're not unhappy, that you need to acknowledge that. You also, it's a very good idea to tap into what brings you joy and do the little things that bring you joy. And what this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is we have Manas reversed. Manas is the rune of humanity and your part in it, like your note in the song. And it's reversed on the path line. So it's like you are going to be able to really listen to your own, sort of dance to your own drummer, march to your own drummer. You don't need the din of humanity telling you what to do or what you need to do or what you want to do, because only you know what you need to do and what's going to bring that joy out from inside. So you're going to be very much more comfortable with your own judgment on these things. And you're going to be able to move forward from there. So that, Cancer people, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Scorpio people. So, Scorpio, we're going to start with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, and you get Sisters of the Sacral Chakra. So, it's going to be a lot about creating and manifesting things this month. You're working on something very creatively. You're bringing something through that is very creative. There may also be because it's the sacral chakra, so there's a sexual aspect sometimes. This is there's a health aspect sometimes. So that and that creativity, possibly sexuality, definitely health. So let's get some runes down and see if we can get some clarification on that. If I see Uruz reversed anywhere, then I know it'll be mostly health. Or not. Oh, beautiful. Okay, that's awesome. It's always better than I expected. To be. So, Scorpio, your central issue here is we have Gabo. Gabo's the rune of the gift. The gift is always an exchange. This could also have to do, it has to do with agreements, decisions, and goals. It could also have to do with a one-on-one relationship. So that's your basic focus, you know, agreements, decisions, goals, exchanges, and possibly a one-on-one relationship in the mix. Leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's reversed and it's on the path line. I'm going to read this a few ways. First of all, it's wealth and worth. So reversed, it's inner. So that would be confidence. You're moving forward to this with confidence. You're making agreements, decisions, and goals. You're working possibly with one other. It could also be maybe you're worried about your worth. Maybe you're sort of feeling like you don't have the wealth that you need. Maybe you're worried that you're not worthy. But you're in a situation where you can change that. So this is why you're making right now plans, decisions, agreements, goals. What is going to help you is let things be illuminated, because as soon as you start making these goals, things are going to light up around you. And as you start creating, especially, as you start bringing things through, you're going to have things like your entire field of vision is going to get illuminated. You're going to see more clearly. Things are going to be, and maybe you've actually started this with like, I can see clearly. Now the rain is gone. But anyway, you can see more clearly right now, and you're able to get a better overview of what's going on. What isn't going to help is you're a little bit worried about energy levels. We have Sovilo, which is the sun rune that has to do with energy. You're a little bit worried about, maybe you feel burned out as well. Like this, you may be feeling, you're worried about burnout, you're worried about energy levels. If that starts to drag you down, bring yourself back up to, but I can see clearly before I couldn't. And I have my plans, I have my goals. And so you can now move forward. And by the end of the month, things will start to be revealed to you that were always sort of there, but you weren't aware of them, like you didn't realize they were there. We have Pertho. Pertho is the rune of the lot box. It has to do with surprises and fate and things that are being revealed, but these things that are being revealed are things that were always there. So you're bringing things through. You're basically creating this month, and having a plan does not hurt. So that, Scorpio, is your reading. I wish you a lovely September, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. It's Ophiuchus time. We have Ophiuchus Snaky. Hi, Ophiuchus Snaky. The Ophiuchus Snaky is here and ready to hold the card and rune that we pick. So, Ophiuchus people. I'm an Ophiuchus people. So, here's the card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Above you, the Lantern Dancer. Okay, so right now, you're not seeing the whole picture, Ophiuchus people. I'm gonna put that down here and maybe it'll actually give it some shade. No. Okay. Get this like that. Okay, because these are very glossy cards, and today we're getting a lot of light reflecting on them. So, Ophiuchus people. Above you, the Lantern Dancer. So you're not actually seeing the whole picture right now. It's a good idea right now to sort of step back and try to get an overview, try to see things from a higher level, try to see, like, rise up and see what's going on from a higher level, and maybe even trust that there is more going on than you have the perception of. So let's get some runes down on this reading. Get the runes down. Okay, so we have Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's the wealth you tend. So it's not just money that you put, in a bank. It's wealth that you tend. So it means cattle. It's basically, if you take care of it, it will keep you rich. It will keep your life rich. It will keep you feeling worthy. So you're sort of feeling like, maybe there's even money questions, but I'm seeing this really more as the overview of, you're sort of seeking your worth. You're thinking about your worth, and you're not seeing the whole picture on that. Now, leading up, and what actually led you to this thinking about, it's like, geez, how am I even worthy? I mean, you think you are. You feel like you probably are, but you're sort of questioning it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the central issue. So leading up to this, we've had some storms. So there's Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. It has to do with chaos, the uncontrolled uncontrollables, natural forces, natural energies, things out of your control. And so you're like, man, if I can't even, I mean, I got through it because here I am on the other side of it, but I'm sort of concerned about my, you know, personal wealth, my personal worth, maybe not money, but just basically the things that I have that make me rich, like my life rich. What is going to help you is look to your, first of all, we have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. It has to do with strength and health, also stubbornness sometimes. It is reversed and it's on the helping line. So I'm going to read this a few ways. You have great inner strength, first of all. You have great inner health also. So you're doing well. But also what's going to help is letting go of a certain amount of stubbornness, because you get yourself into a rut and you're not seeing the big picture. You know, you're going along and you're not looking up. You want to look up because there's more. There's so much more, and you're not even aware of it yet. Even if you look up, you might not be aware of all of it, but there's definitely more to what's going on than what you're seeing. So trust to that, basically. What's going to help is A, your inner strength, B, your sort of healthy inner world, and C, letting go of a certain amount of stubbornness so that you can actually take that step back that you need to take to see what's going on. What isn't going to help is emotions are high. Emotions are pretty intense. We have Laguz, which is the rune of the lake. It has to do with emotion, intuition, and heart. It's basically, it might drag you down if you let it. You're very emotional at this point. Like this is something that could drag you down. It could make you not look up. It could make you not take that step back. It's like overwhelm you. If that's the case, that'll drag you down. Bring yourself back up to, no, but you know what? I am strong inwardly. I have a healthy inner life for the most part. And also, I'm just going to let go of this. I'm just going to lift my feet and not be digging in my feet so we can move forward with this. And what this is going to lead you to is happiness. It's not far away. Your happiness is not far away. All you have to do is stop digging in and fall back on your inner strength and just trust that there is more to what's going on than you're seeing. And we have Vunyo, the joy rune, so we're all good. So that, Ophiuchus, is your reading for September 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Bye from the Ophiuchus Snaky.